and today I'm going to be doing a story time. A lot of people do story times on YouTube, and I thought, I have a lot of stories, and my life's crazy, so I want to do a story time. Today is going to be about a crush I had. Horrible, horrible thing. But, I'm going to start this as a series until I run out of stories, because I've been having a really hard time. I would make a ton of videos if I could, but the thing is, I don't have much to say, I guess. I have a lot to say, but I never know how to say it, what to say it, what format, blah, blah, blah. So I decided to make a story time. Disclaimer, I'm weird. Okay, so, I was about 13, and this guy, I'll change his name to Bob. I don't know why Bob, but we'll go with Bob. I was 13, he's 16, I'm 16 now, but I was 13, and he was 16. Sorry if I keep looking down, I'm really sorry. So I was like, I was about 13, as I said, and I was almost 14. I went to church because I've never been really social, so we went to church so I could get social. At this church, there were different divisions. I'm sorry, the screen. There was different divisions. There was elementary school, middle school, high school. I was usually in the middle school, but because I was close to high school, I went to high school one too. So I went to both divisions. Both divisions happened like 30 minutes after another. So I went to the middle school and then to the high school. And he was in the high school one, I was in the middle school one. And I told everybody I liked him. I was an idiot at 13. I was like, let me tell everybody I like somebody, and then maybe they'll like me back. No, that's not how it works. Girls that are young watching this, I don't have that many followers, but I'm saying if you're young and you happen to follow me, don't do that. Don't go around telling everyone who you like, everyone who you want to date or whatever. Don't do that, because it'll end badly. So, I had a friend, and I was telling her that I liked him and stuff, and she's like, you should tell him, you should totally tell him. I have a really hard time looking at the camera, because there's a thingamajiggy there, and I watch, like, my movements, it's so weird, I'm sorry. So she's like, you should tell him, and I finally, one day, got up the courage. I texted him, I want to tell you something, and he was like, okay. So I told him that I liked him. I was like, I really like you. And he's like, I don't like you. It was like 10 seconds of complete silence of him staring at me, trying to think of how to tell this little puny 13-year-old that they don't like her back. So I stood there for 10 seconds while he stared at me and was like, I don't like you back. I don't feel the same. I'm like, silence. I was like, okay, it's okay. I put on a fake smile and I walked away. I started crying. My friend hugged me. Blah, blah, blah. Typical 13-year-old crap, you know? So, I'm not saying that you should never tell your person that you like them, but moral of the story is you should get to know them. You should be able to kind of tell if they like you or not. And also, I don't know, like, we had never spent any time outside of being at church for 5 seconds, talking for a little 2 minutes. I was 13, I was boy crazy. I'm not as boy crazy anymore. Of course, I still love, you know, guys and stuff, and I still, you know, get crushes. Everybody gets crushes, but I've learned to control it slightly. But, so, like, moral of the story is, I felt so good still, even though I felt really sad and, like, why didn't you like me, blah, blah, blah. I still felt good because for once in my life, I wasn't a giant, like, wimp, and I actually went up and told him and didn't get someone else to tell him. I myself went up to him and told him. And honestly, if you want to tell someone that you like, no matter who you are and whatever, if you want someone to know that they like you, you need to tell them yourself. But for me, I think you should probably get to know them more. Kind of have a feeling if they like you or not. 13 was not a good year for me. I was crazy. I liked a lot of dudes that I knew wouldn't like me back, but it was weird. And I've always had crushes on dudes that are like a year or two older than me, so it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? So I did that, and you know, stuff happens. You get told no, you get rejected, but always keep your head up and, you know that there is someone out there that will totally be like, yeah, I freaking have a crush on you too. And I have had that happen. I've had someone actually come up to me and make me the first move. So, you know, no matter what, there is someone that's going to want you and want to talk to you and want to probably date you or whatever. So, you know, just wait it out. Tell who you want to know yourself. Don't get random people to tell them, because that's always weird. So, yeah. Moral of my story is don't get your hopes up too high when you don't even know the person. So, what I was going to do is I was going to make this about a maybe 5-part story thing. Until about 5 stories. If I have more stories, it might go longer. The next one is going to be pretty dang long, so be ready for that. But yeah, so I'm going to try to make more videos. I always say this, and I'm so sorry. I'm always busy. I always forget. I'm always doing something else. I'm always thinking about something else, so I forget. I am still in high school, so high school is hard, and when you have high school, you have a lot more to focus on than making videos, and kudos to those people who are my age and make videos every day, just spit them out. Congrats for you, you're amazing, but I'm not like that, but I will try to make more videos, hopefully. And I already have an idea for the next one, so that one's covered. That one will probably come out in the next few days. Let's say at the longest, it'll be Sunday. Shortest will be around Friday. Hopefully, I'm going to try to make it by Friday or Saturday, but the latest it will come up was on Sunday. So, you know what? Bye. Be courageous and be very confident. And I love you all. Talk to you later.